Assalamualaikum and hello everyone. My name is Zainun Amira binti Zainuddin. I am the first presenter for Group Math X. In today's video, we will explain about our group project, which is Truth or Dare games for Pigeonhole Principle. So friends, do you know what is Pigeonhole Principle? Pigeonhole Principle, which also known as the Dirichlet Drawer Principle, is a very useful and important concept used in combinatorics, a branch of mathematics which is about counting. The concept is very simple. We assume that there is a flock of 20 pigeons flies to roost in a set of 19 pigeonholes. As there exist 20 pigeons and only 19 pigeonholes, there will be at least one pigeonhole that accommodate at least 2 pigeons. If there are more pigeons than the pigeonhole, this reflects a general theory named the Pigeonhole Principle. The two theories that are widely used in this topic are: first, the Pigeonhole Principle. If k is a positive integer and k plus 1 or more objects are placed into k boxes, then there is at least one box containing 2 or more of the object. Next is the generalized Pigeonhole Principle. If n objects are placed into k boxes, then there is at least one box containing at least n over k object. An alternative way to understand further about the concept, we introduce Truth or Dare games for Pigeonhole Principle. The objective of the Truth or Dare games is to help the students learn and grasp the basic concept of Pigeonhole Principle. This game-based learning is an interesting approach for the students to increase and sharpen their knowledge about the pattern of questions regarding the Pigeonhole Principle and improve their problem-solving skills on questions that related to real-life experiences.
I will begin with the instruction of this game. Truth or Dare game need at least 2 players and will be controlled by one game master. There will be 2 sets of questions, which are a set of truth questions and a set of dare questions. The game master will ask the player to choose between truth or dare. If the player chooses truth, the game master will read a question from a set of truth questions. The player will only need to state whether the question is about Pigeonhole Principle or other counting principle within 30 seconds. If the answer is correct, 1 point will be given. If the player chooses dare, the game master will read a question from a set of dare questions. The player needs to provide and write the correct answer within 2 minutes. Therefore, calculation is involved in the dare question. If the answer given is correct, 2 points will be given. The player with the highest points will eventually win this game. Before we begin our game, let us first look at the example on how to solve a question regarding the Pigeonhole Principle. A bowl contains 10 red balls and 10 blue balls. A woman selects balls at random without looking at them. Question A. How many balls must she select to be sure of having at least 3 balls of the same color? Question B. How many balls must she select to be sure of having at least 3 blue balls? To answer the questions, let us first note that there are 20 balls, half of them is red and the other half is blue. The number of colors is the pigeonholes and the number of balls is the pigeons. Question A. Based on the generalized Pigeonhole Principle, the minimum number of balls that she must select to get at least 3 balls of the same color is the smallest integer x, such that x over 2 equal to 3. So, based on this equation, x must be at least. For question B, in order for the woman to make sure that she has selected at least 3 blue balls, the woman needs to choose at least 13 balls. This is because the first 10 choices may all be red balls, so she has to make sure that she selects at least 13 balls. Without further ado, let us begin our game now. Player 1, please choose truth or dare.
I choose truth.
The question is, if the total marks for mathematics exam is 20 marks, in a class of 40 students, there must be at least 2 students who share the same marks. What principle is used to solve this question?
The principle that can be used for this question is Pigeonhole Principle. The students are the pigeonholes, while the total marks for the exam is the pigeons.
Unfortunately, the answer that you gave is half correct and half incorrect. It is true that the principle that can be used for that question is Pigeonhole Principle. However, in that question, the students are pigeons and not pigeonholes as you said before. Meanwhile, the total marks for the exam is the pigeonholes. Player 2, please choose truth or dare.
I choose dare.
The question is, a bag contains 10 red marbles, 10 white marbles, and 10 blue marbles. What is the minimum number of marbles you have to choose randomly from the bag to ensure that we get 4 marbles of same color?
For this question, we have to apply Pigeonhole Principle. First, we need to indicate the pigeons and the pigeonholes. In this case, the number of colors is the pigeonholes. We write it as n equals to 3. The number of marbles is the pigeons. We write it as k plus 1, which equal to 4. Now we indicate the minimum number of marbles required equals to kn plus 1. By calculating the average, 30 divided by 3, we will get kn plus 1 equals to 10. Now we substitute 10 into the equation kn plus 1 divided by n. We will get the ceiling of 10 divided by 3 equals to 4. Therefore, the minimum number of marbles we have to choose to ensure we get 4 marbles of the same color is 10. Now let's check. Suppose in the first row, you get a red marble, and in the second row, a white marble, and a blue marble in the third row. So now you have 1 marble of each color. Now, repeating the above cycle thrice, you will have 3 marbles of each red, white, and blue color. Therefore, 9 marbles in all. In the 10th row, no matter what color marble you get, you will have 4 marbles of the same color. The answer is proven.
Congratulations! Your answer is correct. Player 1, please choose truth or dare.
I choose dare.
In a computer science department, a student club can be formed with either 10 members from first-year students, or 8 members from second-year students, or 6 members from third-year students, or 4 members from final-year students. What is the minimum number of students? We have to choose randomly from department to ensure that a student club is formed.
This question can be answered directly using the theorem of Pigeonhole Principle strong form. The theorem is, let Q1, Q2 until Qn be positive integers. If Q1 plus Q2 plus until Qn minus n plus 1 objects are put into n boxes, then either the first box contains at least Q1 objects or the second box contains at least Q2 objects until the nth box contains at least Qn objects. We can directly apply from the above formula where Q1 equals to 10, Q2 equals to 8, Q3 equals to 6, Q4 equals to 4, and N equals to 4. Therefore, the minimum number of students required to ensure the department club to be formed is 10 plus 8 plus 6 plus 4 minus 4 plus 1 equals to 25.
Congratulations! Your answer is correct. Player 2, please choose truth or dare.
I choose truth.
The question is, if a hotel is fully booked by guests and the number of guests are more than the number of rooms, there must be at least one room with more than one guest. What principle is used to solve this question?
Pigeonhole Principle is used to solve this question. In this case, the guest is the pigeon, the number of rooms is the pigeonhole.
Congratulations! Your answer is correct. The final winner of this game is Player 2.
In conclusion, this truth or dare games is a fun and interesting approach that able to help students to get a broad understanding of the Pigeonhole Principle and helps them to relate to the real-world applications. It is an initiative to make learning more meaningful and develops interest in understanding mathematics concepts. They can increase their knowledge and improve their problem-solving skills regarding this topic. This game also promotes higher level or critical thinking skills as the students need to answer correctly within the time limit in order to win the game. With this approach, students can participate and interact more actively in classes.